Chat, normally, I don't do these so quick back to back, but there's been a lot of TikToks recently sent in, rival stuff. So, let's do it, right? And also, these are all not approved, Jesus. These are all sent in by you guys. So if you enjoy this content, make sure you keep submitting to my Discord, because if you don't, then I can't do it, because I'm only one set of eyes and ears. And yeah, you guys have been doing a lot of them recently, so appreciate that. Keep it up. That being said, though, we have a new season on the horizon in 5 days. So I'm assuming all of these are a little bit before all the stuff was shown the other day, because I think these got sent over to me literally like the day before. So there's probably gonna be a lot of season 2.5 talk and stuff about it, but let's go.
Dude, games keep dying. Marvel Rivals is dying. X-Defiant died. The Finals died. Call of Duty is dying. Gaming is dead in general. There's no good games out there. Look, hold on.
Real ones, wait a minute. Isn't this a repost? Wait, no, it's not a repost. I feel like this is a repost. I feel like I've seen this exact TikTok, or this exact video a long time ago. I'm gonna let it go, but
bro, just give me a second. All right. These games are not literally dying, and gaming is not dead. We just attribute low numbers and/or numbers that aren't the same as literally launch week as gaming dying. Marvel Rivals is not actually dying. Yes, people are leaving the game, but that usually happens when the game is like 6 months in and things in the game are still annoying. Granted, even if
well, this is why the nuance of conversation has just completely left the building. Cause you know what's funny? All right, wait, where is it? Someone linked me this the other day. One of my mods sent me this screenshot of Reddit actually, what was it? It was like 4 or 5 days ago. And it was this in Slop Tubers when rent is due, and it's dying. And I thought this was pretty funny, because I actually responded to them in my mod chat, and I was like, damn dude, we were so early, we're not even on the list. Because I talked about how the game was declining, because that was a statistical fact, but people got mad at me for saying the game is dying. Well, there's a difference. There's a difference between dying and declining. Okay, it was a statistical truth that it is declining, and I'm not gonna lie, that is spooky. But here's the thing. Season 3 is actually unironically a big pivotal moment, because the reason, in my opinion, why it has declined is the content cycle is just slow. And on top of that, over time, a game is going to stabilize, right? So like a game is going to stabilize. It's not going to stay at its hyper peak. However, though, games like Fortnite did kind of stay at its peak for a long time. They stayed at its peak for about a year and a half. Rivals kind of speedran that. That being said, though, I've been in this game a long time. Not just Rivals, I mean like streaming hero shooters in general, right? Been around a while. And I can tell you with utmost certainty, outside of niche little like blow up moments where like someone does something really stupid, if a community has a lot of drama and it's talking about a lot of drama, and everyone's really pissed off and dramatic about something, they're bored. That's the truth. If there's new content and the game is fun and there's things to look forward to and things that are exciting, nobody gives a f about the drama. Nobody cares. No one person. It just immediately moves on every time. But when there's nothing to talk about, and there's nothing to go over, drama is king. So, looking into my crystal ball a little bit, after season 3 launches, does the amount of drama decline significantly? I would say that's a good sign. That means because of the increased content cycle and things are coming out faster, you won't see it as much. And also, that should grab people's attention more often, because those giant lulls where you have like 3 or 4 weeks of almost nothing happening were definitely draining, especially when you're in a live service game where everyone's fighting for attention. No, season 3 will bring more drama. Me when I say things just to make them up. Why? Why do you think that? Let me finish this up.
Even if the game was completely perfect, the game is not going to have the same amount of players it had in launch week. It's just impossible. Finals isn't dead. It's just a less popular game. Call of Duty's not dying, even though I can't stand COD. It ain't dead. X-Defiant, okay, not gonna lie, that game is dead. I'm seeing way too many videos of people saying there's no good games out there, and it blows my mind. I don't even have to pop names. I want y'all to do. Fill this comment section with good games. As a matter of fact, I'll start a thread. Just name a good game out right now. Single player, multiplayer.
All right, I haven't gone over this yet. I plan on doing it for TV at some point. Let me rock your socks. Game titles have changed significantly. Titles like GTA, Fortnite, GTA Online, and Roblox take up to approximately 40% of players' total gaming hours. You want to know why everyone says games are dying and everything's bad? Because everyone goes back to the same games and no one wants to play anything new for longer than a few weeks. At most. And even then, they're afraid of playing the game that's dying, or they're like, oh, they just go back to their old habits. That's it. And you know what? I'm gonna take it one step further. It's because you don't want to suck. That's it. I'm sorry. I've said this before. I said it a long time ago. I'm ready to make the take again, because even back then I was, well, I don't know about whatever. You're afraid of sucking balls at games. You are. Me too. But for different reasons. And you know why you're afraid? Because you don't want to go back to bronze. And if you spend all this time in Overwatch or Rivals or Valorant or Apex and you got up to Plat, Diamond, whatever, you know that game is always advancing and people are getting better constantly and people are always going to keep improving. And so you take 2 or 3 weeks off and you hop back in, you're like, oh my God, I'm ass. And you drop from Plat to Gold. So you put in a bunch of time and you climb back up to Plat and you're like, yes, I got it back. And then you take more time off again. And then you go, oh no, I'm back to Gold. Next time you go back and play 3 weeks later. So you go back and you grind back up till you get back your old rank again. And you know why you do that? Because you don't want to let that go, and you don't want to put in the work to learn a brand new game, because that you don't have enough time in your day because you have school and work and all these other things, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just how it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, you know? I get it though. Nobody wants that to happen. Nobody wants to suck at games, and no one wants to suck at these things, and you feel like you have to put in a bunch of time, right? And if you don't put in time, you're gonna fall behind. And so everyone goes back. Sorry, I yapped way too much on this one.
It doesn't matter the genre, platform, etc. List games that are solid right now, so these people can have a solid list to choose from. I don't know, just stop saying gaming is dead. Stop equating low numbers with bad or dead game. Gaming isn't dying, at least in that way. I do believe that AAA titles are being handled horribly, especially in the past couple of years, especially this year, which is a take I can definitely get behind, but overall, gaming is not dead.
Sorry, that one was way more yapping than I planned on doing. I'm not going to yap nearly as much for the next couple. But it is something that I feel like, oh God, where's the private? Okay, there it is. It is something I feel somewhat strongly about, just because, I don't know, I get it. I get it. Like, I do the same thing, right? Like, when I went to go play Siege After Siege X, I played a few days, and I was getting it back quick. I was. Very quickly. Like, I was relearning angles, I was relearning peaks, I was winning a lot of gunfights again. Yeah, like every once in a while I got bamboozled by someone I've never seen before. Like I did something stupid or I blew up to a charge that I didn't know that's how that worked, that mechanic worked, right? And I could pick it back up. But I realized I'd have to put in a bunch more hours to actually start climbing at the game. Like I'd have to put in a ton of hours, and that was really daunting. Be like, damn, do I really want to dedicate 50 or 100 hours to like climbing back to Plat in this game? You know? No, I don't think I do. Well, hang on. When I said I don't want to yap that much on the next one, that's why the same one's still on the screen. When I get to the next one, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just finishing the yappening now, right? Let's go. Next.
Oh no.
Oh no. Jump, please, dude.
Going? Don't you dare try to. Alright. You better not say it. I got something for you.
Okay. And then you proceed to do about 19 damage. Wait. Oh, it's their penny.
Alright? It's not fucking Spider-Man. It's not.
You know, you think they're gonna ever buff that again someday and make it so you actually do something? I don't know. I feel like it's such a like a long cool slam. It does like 4 damage. I don't know.
Duelist that can be a pseudo-vanguard. Strategist that can be a pseudo-duelist. Vanguard that can be a pseudo-strategist? No! Never add a healing tank.
This is where that came from. Someone the other day came in my chat and said, what do you think about a tank that could potentially heal? Or a tanky support? And I almost on the spot cried. Like full-on Vietnam-era flashbacks over my eyes as I read it out loud.
tank to the game. They play the off support or the second support, and they play bodyguard to the back line, and because they're a vanguard, you're not diving them. You have an undivable, unkillable back line who makes everyone else undivable and unkillable. Dive dead. It's not an interesting take on the gameplay loop of strategists keep everyone alive, so you kind of have to take them out first. If they can't be taken out first, what do you do then? There's a version of this that could work, but it's not going to be as attractive as it sounds. If you imagine Mr. Fantastic now, swap out some of his abilities or what they do for low healing, it could be okay.
Guys, I feel like I'm gonna go crazy. No. Surely they would never do that, right? Right?
Capture the mission area. Got it?
This is a new one. At least you actually went through the portal. It wasn't like me on that Emma game in the tournament where I teleport to a random spot on the map. Next.
Brother, may I have some bubble?
No.
I am starving, brother.
As are we, brother. Do you know nothing of the great famine? Are you blind to the injustice and cruelty of this world? This is our last bubble, brother, and we will not share it with a dirty winter Jeff such as yourself.
Do not do this, brother. I have a legion of 10.
Okay, really quick. Yo, Doom mode? Is it actually just everyone vibing? Because I think it's scripted every time, and I always thought that. And today, literally today, I feel like that got validated because I saw someone record it was like a TikTok version of like a Captain America and a Cloak and Dagger or something, and they were using the skins that are coming out in season 3. And I was like, I know damn well that is the server that you have to be like a creator to get into. So like, they are all actors. Like all the people standing around, like the 10 people in the background, we're all actors.
10,000 Jeffs ready to take the bubble by force. There will be war.
This one's obviously actors, right? But like some of the other ones.
Splish splash, your threat is trash. Now get out of my sight. You are not one of us. You are lesser, you dull creature.
You will regret this decision, brother. You hear that, lads? We're on.
And to this day, the green water slide is still my favorite one. What? A great army doth encroaches upon our sacred lands.
Also, someone needs to find this for the next TikTok thing. I saw it really quick in the middle of the night and I forgot to save it. Somebody was playing with the Jeff. I think it was at least, as long as it wasn't an AI, was playing with the Jeff voice actor, and they got Jeff to say the moon in the Jeff voice, and it was f***ing phenomenal. Someone's got to submit it, please.
Come, children of the Nile. We must
gotta be in the
defend
next
our
one.
last bubble at all and any costs. Sing the battle song.
It's like an actual movie.
March forth, my legions, and take the bubble by force.
Chat, what team are you? Are you Fuzzy Jeff or are you Ski Goggles Jeff?
Years 1453. The bubble is our Arkenstone. This staircase is our bunker hill. My soldiers push forward. My soldiers scream out.
No! What is this? Impossible. How could you retreat? Hey, who are you? Wait, you're a spy? And you can show us a secret tunnel into the building? Yeah! Alright, take us there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
A secret window. Perfect. We attack at dawn. Sneak attack!
I thought it was gonna be a trap. Wait, it actually was.
Find the bubble.
How? They've completely infiltrated the building. How did they sneak inside? No matter. Activate the sirens and fall back to the bubble. Retreat.
Well.
This
I'll
is
ask you one more time. Brother, may I have some bubble?
I just gotta say, this has got to be some of the most effort I've seen into a TikTok and Rivals content by far of anything I've seen my entire 6 months playing this game.
Over my dead body, you filth. Our ancestors gave us this bubble as a token from the gods. We do not fear death.
Then I will do what I must to feed my people.
This isn't possible. The wrath of the gods flows through my veins.
Brother.
Wait, what was it? What was the ending? Wait, what? What? That was cinema. All right, that was actually cinema. Holy shit! Witnessing the Great Bubble War. The ending is everyone dies. True. You know, I feel like really, really good, well-made / like lots of effort, lots of thought TikToks like this are kind of starting to die out in Rivals. I don't see them nearly as much. I saw tons of them at the start of Rivals, and now I don't see them very often. I see them like once a week, if that. You know, at least on my own For You page. So I hope to see more of it. That was really good.